Okay, hello. Welcome back everyone. I'm Kevin from KevinMC, and what you see in front of me is my Nikon Z6, and I'm gonna tell you how Kalari Vision saved my Z6. So basically, I did not send this thing to them, yeah. So what happened was this thing, the display is flickering. Let me go show you an image, yeah. Because I don't think I'm gonna be editing the video. I'm just gonna go show you a picture on my phone of the thing happening. So one of these screenshots are, wait, let's see, screenshots. I have one of them. There you go. So let me go focus a bit closer on this next 5N, and as you can see, or this, as you can hopefully see, the the markings are everywhere, and that happens when you knock the camera, like you hit it or you bump it or something like that. Then that happens. So what I did for the C6 was I was just using it like usual. Only this time I was on my Manfrotto 055 with my Jupiter 21M lens, which is quite a long, heavy lens. And what I did was I didn't feel like turning the tripod with my tripod handle. So in the end I just like yanked the lens and somehow it blipped. And then the second time I tried to recreate that thing was by yanking it also, and it also blipped. I'm not sure how that happened because the Z mount's quite strong actually, to be honest, yeah. But then yeah, basically the thing likes to blip, and then every time you knock it quite hard, if you're holding it, it's no problem. But if you put it on a tripod and you knock it, it'll have that thing happen. So what is gonna happen when you hit the tripod? Basically nothing, I think, yeah. Because as you can see, let me go focus a bit closer. This bottom part over here has a tripod. I have some anti-slip rubber so it doesn't slip everywhere on the table, yeah. But then as you can see, this is all metal and stuff like that. There's screws over here, so you should not need to worry. But somehow it flexed the thing. So let me go show you this, yeah. Let me go unplug this light so you can actually see it a bit better. Because this Yashica ML50, 28mm f2.8 I'm using is sort of dead. In the coatings, yeah, the coatings are shit. So let me just focus down here and let me go show you. So this is the teardown, yeah, because what was happening was basically this is where Kalari helped me, yeah. So this is by Kalari Vision over here, see, Kalari. So this, as you can see, is the teardown of the Nikon Z6. Let me try and focus down. Not sure if this is perfect yet, but I sure do hope it is. So as you can see, yeah, the part over here is the bottom plate like this, yeah. Then once you take the bottom plate out, as you can see, you have this flex over here. This flex over here, this like brown thing over here, yeah, is the LCD flex. So as you probably know by now, if you've been following the channel, yeah, my first Z6 got returned to the shop because of the fact that the LCD had like a small dead pixel. This thing has another problem with the LCD. The only thing is the LCD's not dead. It's only like wobbly, I think. So what I found was I saw this, and look at this little thing right here. This to me I think is a design flaw, but I'm not sure if Nikon wants to acknowledge this, yeah. So I think what they're trying to do, I'm not sure what is behind this thing, yeah, but what I think they're trying to do is I think they're trying to stack like 2 rows of connectors in here. 2 rows of pins into one connector size for some reason, yeah. So that they can actually fit everything here. Because I'm not sure they can actually fit that many pins into this connector if they're trying to put it in a straight line. Because then you might actually short the thing by like putting the thing in the the ribbon in like incorrectly or not straight. And if you look at the design of this ribbon cable, yeah, normally these ribbons they look like this. So you slot them in, and once you slot them in under the like box thing over there, you clip them with the black thing over there. In this connector, the whole thing flips up, and if the thing flips up, the thing is that it won't be pressing on the gold contacts. Over here on this type, yeah, the gold contacts are under the square thingy, so even if you don't latch the thing down, it's actually gonna be okay. And that's my problem. So what I had was that this thing couldn't like always stay connected when I flex the chassis of the camera itself. So in the end, when you flex the camera, the skin would blip and like have lines and stuff like that. And how I fixed this was quite simple. So it's easy, but this is not supposed to happen. So that's why I'm making this video. Let me go show you. Yeah. So it's not Nikon's fault, I mean, yeah, because I mean it is their fault, but I mean I'm not blaming them on how shit the design is, because it's fixable anyway. And I'm not hating on them, so because I bought this thing for like quite a lot of money. So let me go focus down. F4 maybe for more clarity. So as you can see, you have this, yeah. You pull the back screen out, and let me. I'm not sure if you can actually see this. So let me go push it over here. I think that way you can actually see. So if you look over here, yeah, behind the camera itself, you can see like this. Where's this? Something rubbery. There you go. So you can see this over here, yeah? That's an indentation, like a thin piece of metal. If you're trying to press this bit, it's impossible, but this bit you can actually press and have a little bit of flex. And that is basically where the connector is. So the connector is somewhere around here, yeah? So what I did was I pressed this bit over here, and I pulled my finger up like this. Press really hard, and do this. For the first few times, yeah, that thing actually like made the screen even worse. It had more lines and stuff like that. But then after a few times, I felt like it sort of sink in a bit more, and after that happened, I can press anywhere over here and flex the camera any way I want, and it won't happen again. So what I think is that in the factory, yeah, somehow someone didn't press my connectors down fully. And why is there a Canon over there? Oh yeah, it's my Light 25 scanner. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this thing. So yeah, basically, what you call this thing? The Z6 has a design flaw, which I think Nikon has not published, to the world, but I think it is a flaw. Because, like, honestly, this thing I've bought in. When did I buy this thing? I bought this thing in September, I think. But then the first unit came in September, so I ended up getting this guy around October. Wait, September? Oh no, I think it's November, yeah, November. So I got this thing in November, like the early days of November. So, wait, fucking hell, wait, I forgot the months, man. So yeah, it's September, October, November, December. So yeah, it's October, this guy. So like 1 or 2 October, that's when I got this thing. So yeah, that's basically how it is. Now it's, what is this date? Now it's the 25th of December. It's basically Christmas, yeah. So yeah, I had this issue a few days ago. Only I just fixed it like yesterday. So basically a 2-month-old camera got fixed by pressing the connector down. But then this thing shouldn't happen, man, with a 2-month-old camera. Like my 5D Classic, that thing has no issues aside from the CMOS battery. I'm gonna go change, and some funky on the sensor. That thing was not my fault. That was a previous owner. So yeah, basically that's my overview on this thing. It's got fucking huge dust on there. So yeah, buy the Z6, go on. It has a beautiful screen, better than any Sony I've seen before. Autofocus, I'm not here to say, but build, I'd say the build is good enough. It's sturdy, it's hard. It should be waterproof. I mean water resistant, yeah. So you can like splash in the rain and stuff like that. But I've not tested that. Also for a small channel update, I have bought what you call this thing? A Nikonos lens, which is basically a waterproof lens. I'm probably gonna convert that thing to Leica M, and I'm gonna try to make that thing gasketed, so basically I can put the Nikonos lens onto this Leica M mount over here. I'm gonna put a gasket here, seal this thing, and seal this with a gasket, and hopefully that way I can have a lens which I can bring when there's basically some chance of rain, yeah, because this thing should be somewhat weather sealed. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye, have a nice day. Hopefully your Nikon does not develop this issue, yeah, but if it does, then you're not fucked. You can do this yourself. You can press it down, and most of the time it'll work, unless you've left it for quite a long time. So if you let this issue happen, the thing that's gonna happen is, I mean for a long time, yeah, not like if it happens for like 1 or 2 days, but if you leave it for like 1 or 2 weeks or like months, this thing slowly creep out, because this thing's facing down. See, this thing is the bottom bit of your camera. this flexible over here, yeah? This thing's going down, and that's this flexible over here. It's only from a different like angle. So this thing is gonna be pulled down by gravity, and every time you smack your camera on the table, that thing will slowly creep out, and slowly it's gonna come out. You know why I didn't want to send this thing for insurance? My Z6 has like triple insurance. It has Sinarmas insurance in Indonesia, which is for 1 year. 1 year, if this thing gets lost or gets stolen, I can get like 75% back, I think. And then Nikon Alta Indonesia, which is the official importer for Nikon cameras, yeah, because Nikon is dead in Indonesia, so you only have Alta. Alta, I have like 2 years, I think, plus 1 year of store guarantee that there will be parts. So I have basically three 1 year guarantees. I mean, one 1 year guarantee, one 2 year guarantee, and one 3 year guarantee for parts. Which means that this thing, if I want to send back, should be okay. But what I didn't want is this. So to open a Z6, you have to peel off the rubber. See? You have to peel the rubber like this over here. And peeling rubber in cameras means that the rubber will be stretched, and most of the time if you're peeling rubber, not leather like old cameras, these things will stretch and they'll never come back to how they used to be. So also these things were sealed, yeah. So like, you know, waterproof phones, you do not want to take them apart and put them back in water, because if you do that, then you're basically playing with fire. So that's why I didn't want to send this thing back to insurance. And plus my camera's fine right now, so why should I? Like if I have insurance and I burn it on one of these things, which are like simple as shit, it's not worth it, man. So yeah, hopefully you found this before you send it back to insurance, because then you'll probably lose your insurance, and if something big happens, like your processor gets fried or something like that, yeah, you can at least still get that, because that's way more expensive than something like opening this thing up yourself with. This is like so easy, man. It's like a few screws, peel the rubber off without tearing it, obviously, and then peel two. I mean, you don't even need to peel this thing off, man. You can just like leave this thing here and press this thing down, and you're done. So yeah, that should be it. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Hopefully this helped you, and goodbye. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas.